I don't know. I don't think I still have disadvantage.
My intelligence save is the save.
That is a
It's the same.
fat, juicy 11 right there.
I will inspire myself.
Yeah, Aera, you're
21.
okay. Arranis, given your background as a sage, you know for a fact that you have no clue about that. But do know someone who has dabbled with energy and spiritual things, and he's kind of an expert on it. A couple, actually.
No, this wasn't cleared with me.
There's Throkk.
Okay.
Alright.
Or someone who's more of an expert, Throkk Spirit Master.
Arranis, you look like you just swallowed the cork I left in the bedroom. Are you okay?
For a moment, I thought about having to consult with Vite, and then I thought better of it.
Oh shit, man, he's awful. Don't tell him I said that. But I was the worst.
I'm aware, Aera. He. It sounds like he's trying to better himself.
I mean,
so
good on him for trying to attempt the impossible.
I have a fun idea of how to get us to River's Keep.
But he's not directly
teleportation circle
north of River's Keep by about a day. Or like a half a day's travel.
Come on, Kate, come on!
I'm gonna make a horrible doorway.
Yeah, you're definitely feeling it now, Aera. Your fists just aren't packing quite the same punch. You feel it slower.
This is...
You're effectively right now a level 9 monk.
Oh shit! No, it's not working.
Aera, the core's gonna come out a second time. Stop. You're gonna be okay. We're gonna be able to fix this.
Can't come out a second time. It's already out.
We're about to find out that you're wrong. So
no,
stop.
already shit today. That's enough. No, you're right. I've made a mistake. Where's the bathroom? I've been straight into it.
Well, in order to get you all prepared for planar travel, here, get into this horrible doorway.
Okay.
What is this?
No.
What's the worst that could happen? 144 damage to all of us at the same time?
Alternatively, I'm going to draw a teleportation circle, because that one literally cannot fail.
I'm going into the demiplane.
I grab her by the scruff of her neck and pull her out of the demiplane.
Illianor,
and I close the door as possible.
And as you gather everyone up, say goodbye to Zed, and
Zed.
You are in the basement of the sleeping giant.
Oh, I was going to use plane shift for the first time.
No,
so close.
you're not.
Well,
oh wait, that can't fail though, because there's a teleportation circle that I know the signal sequence to in River's Keep.
I can't wait to have nightmares about this teleportation fucking up.
I
Excuse me?
drop Aera and immediately make my way upstairs. Just telling Aunt Tass real quick that I need Mika and that I'm going to go see Grace.
So I'm going to look at Aera dead in the eye. I almost died too.
I know, I was there.
And I'm not complaining as much as you.
No, you're not, but maybe you should be.
We're gonna make it through this. We just had the happy moment. Go back to the hammy moment.
I'm trying real hard, man.
Would Grace be at the school?
I have a thought.
Grace is at the school, yes. She's finally teaching again now that she's started to lose some of the baby weight.
I am going to charm Aera. One of my favorite pastimes.
For the second time today. Make a wisdom save.
I think Lady Scarlet might have an issue with that.
I'm going to use my cutting words to make sure that she takes a D12 against the save.
So you charm her, but you also say horrible things to her to do so.
Essentially, I've negged her. And you'll never guess what you needed to roll.
17.
18.
Jesus.
So I'm going to say, hey, we're friends, right?
Yeah, of course we're friends.
Would she even have Diamond Soul if she was a level 9 monk?
Oh, crap!
Okay, wait. She has to know that she's charmed in order to be able to stop it, and the charmed condition she is not aware of until the end of the spell duration.
Yeah, we're friends. Why you ask?
Relax. It's gonna be okay.
I'm just being cranky, my head hurts, and I can't key things.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna take care of you.
Alright, I believe you.
Stop trying. Just put a smile on for a bit. Try and do something to enjoy yourself. It'll be okay.
Arranis.
That's not drinking.
I don't have cheeks.
Do you know, I think that my daughter would really like a little chiseled wood figurine.
Oh shit! Okay.
I should have just led with that. No charming necessary.
So yeah, Mika is released of her duties.
What does she want? What exactly does she want? I'm
Poisonous.
feeling in the zone. I'm in the zone.
Red-headed frog.
I make it.
Yeah, she's off.
It looks really good.
Here, remember, she's off finding your parents to.
Era's like sanding it.
The blade song.
She's got out like the fine grit sandpaper and she's sanding it down.
Wait. Back up. I sent her nowhere. She is not old enough to be going out and finding them yet.
You specifically told her, go find my parents.
I said when she's old enough, go find... She intentionally fucking disobeyed me, that little brat.
And it's okay. This is the same girl who teleported your entire keep 5 feet to the left.
So I'm gonna go find Rapunzel.
Wait, Arranis!
I'll take Aera with me.
Ha! I made it. It looks freaking awesome.
I have this sneaking suspicion. She's not around, is she?
No, she is.
Arranis' daughter, whose name I've forgotten.
Teaching a class.
Well, not Rapunzel. I'm not. No, I mean
Rapunzel.
So Rapunzel's there, right?
Oh yeah, she's
So
actually. She's getting close to the end of her lecture on enchanting magic items.
Real quick, I don't know where the donation box is at your school, Arranis, but you notice that the donation box is about 900 platinum heavier.
Oh, look.
Okay.
When you get there.
It's money for me.
And that Grace's classroom is empty, other than
it's not
just
money
the three
for
of us
me.
having a conversation.
I know when not to look at something.
Can I like take like?
So yeah, Rapunzel's sitting there. The Lady Scarlet is sitting there, doing some stitching on one of her more recent. She doesn't call them golems. She calls them her girls. But she's kind of stuffing, and she kind of finishes stuffing the arm and stitches it up, and she adds some bits and pieces here, and she says, and as she sees you, she kind of gathers her breath and says, all right, I think that'll be enough for today. Next time we'll teach you a little bit more about how to finish our constructs. Have a good day, everybody.
So I am going to effectively phase through existence to her position.
Arranis?
Why do I have this sneaking suspicion? Just a sneaking one that our daughter is...
We have to talk about something.
Our daughter's got off the parts
I
I know.
have a fancy thing for your daughter. I made it by Clelen.
Thank you, Aera.
You're welcome.
She's got a little charm right now.
She takes your hands and looks at you and says, I helped her get there safely. I escorted her. She's perfectly fine.
See, she's perfectly fine, Arranis.
She checks in with me every day. As soon as she does not check in with me, she knows that I am going to come and get her and drag her back, and she's grounded for the next 20 years.
See, 20 years. That's longer than I have left to live, Arranis. It's forever. Really long ass time, Arranis.
Lets go of your hands and gently, caresses your cheek and says, "Sweetie, she would have gone anyway."
Welcome to a very special episode of Sentinels of Clelen, where Aera deals
very
with her
much
own mortality. Whoa.
That's what I'm worried about. The fact I made it to adulthood is probably one of the most statistically unlikely things that has ever occurred in the existence of the universe. And since I know a lot...
That is a big mood, Arranis. Hashtag relatable content.
I made it to adulthood as well. And I am property.
So, I have less. My news is less than great. That's much less than great.
Before you go on, we need to talk about expanding the school.
I'm happy.
More and more people are coming every day, Arranis. We have more students than we can deal with. There are so many different schools of magic that we can teach.
Have we considered buying the wizard school?
Yes, but we need money for it.
How much money do we need?
Give me a moment.
Arranis has so much money. He's so rich. I really admire it about him.
I would need.
Because, I've been holding shit ever since these magic weapons I got made me want to hold shit. And Arranis has done better at it than I ever had. He doesn't even need to try.
It's called knowing when to invest.
See, he's humble too. It's great.
Aera, I have a confession to make to you.
What is it? What is it?
You're currently being charmed by me.
That's a good joke, Arranis.
I want
you think I'm gonna be charmed if I do this amazing? No.
I just when it wears off, I want you to remember that I was honest with you.
Sure. All right.
And that I only did it for your best interest at heart.
Sure.
I'm gonna whisper to Rapunzel. I'm getting punched later.
Probably. Now, the amount of money. Don't just. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
About 50,000
gold.
Yes.
50,000. Oh, let me do that. I can help.
And at this point, she actually starts kind of nervously.
How much do we have?
Not 50,000.
Okay, thank you. I gathered that much.
Arranis.
We're operating at a holding pattern.
Right.
We have
0 gold.
Essentially, we have money, but then it leaves because we have to.
So I have coffers. So I've checked the coffers recently, and there's 900 platinum. Was it 900 or 9,000?
912 platinum.
912 platinum.
That's a good start.
So that is 90,000. That is 9,000 gold pieces.
We just need 41,000 more.
Give me a moment. I need to 1 sec. I need to do math. I'm bad at math.
Oh god.
Are you seeking investors? Arranis.
Yes. Wait, where did Vernon come from?
Vernon heard we were talking about money.
Are you seeking investors?
If 1 moment, I'll give you a moment to do some math. I might have an answer for you.
Arranis! I have a shit ton of gold and platinum in my bag. The nunchucks won't let me give it to you.
How much gold? How
But you
much
could
gold
take
was
it
that, Kyle?
from me?
It was 9,000.
9,120.
No, I don't think we actually will need investors. I'm gonna pull out I'm gonna get the bag of holding, and I'm gonna pull out I'm gonna pull out a lot of gold. So, so combined with the 9,000 gold-ish, and plus the additional 4,000 platinum. That I have. And then I have. I put that number in wrong. Fuck. 1 sec. Let me start. 1 sec. I gotta do the math over again.
Oh god.
0.
No.
Okay. Plus.
So yeah, you just start unloading.
And then I've got the remaining gold pieces. So I lose 900 gold pieces. And all my platinum.
Aera's making that disbelieving eagle face. The one that goes...
Yeah. That's 7. And then I'm just going to convert some stuff up. Because, oh my god.
Arranis! Arranis, stop! Stop! Arranis,
I guess I'll
Yes.
have to save all my money.
I
somewhere
can
else.
help you! I don't need money for shit! I'm a monk! I don't need money for shit! I haven't been able to say that in weeks!
Aera. Aera.
Also,
What?
building
You're
a-
charmed. I can't take your money. That would be wrong.
You're still joking, man. How long are you gonna keep this bit up?
At this point, about 45 minutes.
It's freaking amazing, man. You should
So,
go and
how about
stand
this?
up.
I want to donate money so I can put my name on a building.
The Vernon
So I look to
courthouse?
Yes.
I look to
Conservatory?
Rapunzel and say, so how about the wizarding school and a new building?
She just kind of stares at the pile, looks at the pile of money, and then back at you, and then back at the pile of money, and back at you, and just kind of nod.
I want the law school.
And for
They
someone
want
who
me.
was usually very calm
freaking retroid.
and collected, and even maybe a little bit standoffish almost, seeing her like this is such a dramatic shift. And then she just leans and grabs your face and gives you a kiss.
Oh.
Grace has gotten used to it. Rapunzel will too at some point.
I hope not, because I'm enjoying this moment.
No.
And she looks you in the eye and says, "This is going to be amazing. I love you so much."
Oh, cute.
And her face turns bright red, and she turns away and starts playing in her hair again.
I'm going to. So, can I get the bad news out now? So, with this whole making sure there is a world to come back to thing that we've got to do, there are some rules with time that we aren't sure of. I could be back 10 minutes after I leave, or 10 months, or a year, or 10 years, or a century.
We all believe in Uranus.
Or a
We're gonna
millennia.
get through this.
This would be something beyond any of us. Aera, you might be the most long-lived Aarakocra in existence by the end of this.
And it would be because of you, because you're awesome.
But everything that you feel, we're on the same time scale for me now.
I'm so sorry. Nobody should ever have to go through that.
And Throkk.
Shit.
And Vernon, although I think Vernon might be happy about that.
Oh no. Vernon's like, not all there up here sometimes. You know.
It's just...
I understand.
It's kind of why I wanted to come back, just in case.
If I had people to come back to say goodbye to, I'd do it too.
She takes a moment, and you can see on her face she's processing it all, and says, "Well, we should move up the wedding date then, shouldn't we?"
Yeah. I figured we'd spend a week, perhaps a month.
A month would be good.
I have to convince Illianor, and that could be the easiest thing or the hardest thing in the world. Time has a different meaning for him.
Arranis, I've never wanted to plan a wedding before, but I suddenly really, really, really want to help you do yours. What can I do to help?
Come back let me think about that for an hour, and then we can rediscuss.
Okay, sure, whatever you want. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go carve some shit, like a Lady Scarlet and Lord Arranis the Mythmaker.
How about the wedding topper?
Sure. What do you want?
Exactly what you just said.
Sure. All right. I'm gonna go do that. I gotta find some nice wood. Goodbye, Lady Scarlet. Congratulations. I'll see you when I see you. I don't know how long this is gonna take you, but I'm gonna carve the shit out of it. It's gonna be great. And Aera runs off.
We should check in on Throkk. He's probably he might be dead by now.
Oh, nice.
You peek in.
Right,
Throkk's armor is actually off. He's back in the full unarmored state that he was when he first met Grace, and that Mika initially traveled with him in. And the images of his parents are there behind him, so his entire family is having this conversation. Him holding Brack and Mika at the side, and he's a little red in the face from some and a little puffy from some slaps, but yeah, he's had the conversation with Grace, and
she's upset, but she says, basically, as you guys are coming in, she says, "I know, marrying you, this is what my life would be, but it still doesn't hurt any less."
And I know that this won't help with the pain, but it will help with any expenses. And I take a coin purse out of the bag of holding, and I give her another third of my platinum, so she has another 912 platinum herself for their expenses. Even though she's getting paid by the school, it's still something.
She sets
We're
it
gonna-
down.
Going to be gone for. There's a chance I'll be gone for a while, but we're going to be here for a week to a month, anywhere from a week to a month. I think is what we talked about yesterday. In the meantime, in the immediate next couple days, I need to get Aera to see my master north of the city. It'll help make things go smoothly on our end when we travel. But after that, I'm all yours for the remainder of our time here.
Good.
How big is Brack at this point?
He's a pretty beefy kid.
Oh man,
He's a few months old now. He's definitely giant fucking meaty paws of his dad. It's weird. He has kind of a reddish skin, and you swear you can see little tusks or little like horn. You're like when Grace looks at him, she insists that he has little horns coming out. And she like, points to his skull, and she says, "Right there are going to be horns. He's going to be a tiefling." And you see like his like you see tusks. And you're like, no, he's going to be half-orc. He's got tusks.
I made a fucking Oni.
Goes, I think he's going to be a human.
We made a fucking Oni. That's what we did. So, finishing up that conversation with the family, like, I assume that Mika's just, like, every now and then occasionally trying to grab at the spiritual hands of the, of Throck's parents.
Yeah.
But, he takes the time to don the armor back on in its entirety, because he knows he's going to be dragging Aera the half-day trek north to try to fix this shit as soon as possible, and also to get back that much sooner. But he is, for all intents and purposes, Throkk is set, other than seeing his master and leaving after a month. Walk out and I'm greeted with Arranis. Like, how did your talk go?
The fact that there's a high chance that we're never going to see them again.
Yeah.
I'm still alive.
Same. Though I hide the battle scars underneath the armor.
It's going to be the new school of wizardry and bardic magic.
Well, hopefully
someone made
you
an
find
anonymous
some
donation.
donors.
And
How
I'm
kind.
impossibly grateful. It's strange. I only know a few people with that kind
People
of money.
are good.
You realize that there's a high chance that when we come back, we're going to be younger than our grandkids.
Now, that would be something. To hear stories about us that have been passed down.
That's the only thing that's stopping me from bursting into tears over what I'm going to miss.
Doesn't get easy.
Um,
Not saying it's going to be.
Also,
But,
Aera's been charmed and she doesn't believe me. I charmed her. I wanted to make sure she was feeling better for at least a little bit.
oh god, I don't know what's worse, when Aera's pissed drunk or when she's charmed by you. Don't you remember what happened the last time you did that?
She got pissed drunk.
Well, do you happen to know where she is?
Aera?
Yeah.
She flew off with a chisel and a piece of rosewood.
Aera!
I'll go look for her. Actually.
I have
I'm gonna go.
I have some personal effects to take care of.
Oh.
Yeah, something like that.
His weighted spelled with 1D at 2. A 3.
4.
And I'm going to just kind of leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow the sounds of chiseling wood, and Vernon giving Aera bad spelling advice.
3. 2
And-
Ds and
You,
1 other D.
yeah, you find Aera and Vernon.
Rosewood smells so.
Okay.
Rosewood smells
Hey.
so good, doesn't it?
Hey.
Are you alright?
Hey,
Of course. Hey.
What are you doing?
we gotta go.
I'm carving a thing for Arranis and Lady Scarlet's wedding.
Oh, well, that's
Oh, they're getting married.
It is
Okay, so
adorable.
let's finish that
It is
later.
correct. You are right. It is adorable, and it is also 100% necessary for me to be doing immediately, right now, at this very moment in time.
So
Except,
I'm going to remember.
Tic Tac.
Yeah,
Do you want to be good at monk? Do you want to actually be worth a shit again
do.
as a monk?
I do. I really do.
Well,
But
then
this is
you can
more
wait.
important right now.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Has it
No.
been an hour?
It's probably been an hour at this point.
It hasn't quite been an hour. It's getting up there.
I was figuring that it's probably.
Because I'm doing some beveling around the rose petals. It's looking really nice.
What do I do for what do I do to make a grapple check?
You make an attack roll?
You have disadvantage because of the cloak of displacement.
I'm going to try to
This point,
recklessly try to grapple her
But you don't see it coming.
in order to get a good.
Wind breathe.
I just grab her.
Oh shit!
We're going. We're gonna fix this shit
Not
right
even
now,
gonna finish
and I'm just
this.
I'm not gonna let her. I'm not gonna let her get a word in until all of a sudden her demeanor all just snaps, and I know that the charm that he mentioned is done, and we're just gonna keep going on that half a day's walk north.
Vernon,
gonna
you
get
get
this
the
shit
feeling
fixed.
that you should probably go along to make sure that these two don't, like...
Kill each other.
What? I just want to make Arranis happy.
Why?
I've done so much stuff
and we
that's
will.
He's
a
happy
pain.
enough,
will.
isn't he?
I'm
He's
so
we
got
will.
like a family, and wouldn't
And we
even
will,
accept my money.
But we're
for
gonna do
all
this
for.
first because you know what will also make Arranis
I'm
happy?
such
The
a
fact that you
pain.
can do shit again.
I'm
So,
such
let's
a
go.
pain all the time.
You can help-
Everybody always has to
Are
do
you-
so
Sarah, are
much
you
to
done
try to
yet?
make up for me. No, I just want to make Arranis happy, and I never make Arranis happy. I only make Arranis annoyed, and now you're taking me away from the one thing I can do to make Arranis happy.
And the spell fades.
He'll also be
What
happy
the
if you're
hell
able
are
to
you
not
talking
let him
about?
die in a fight. So this will be great. Let's go. We're gonna get you all monked up again.
What the hell was I talking about?
You were very insistent.
We're already so far out of town. You can worry about it tomorrow. Let's keep going. And I don't break the grapple. I just hold on to her and I just carry
Aera,
Aera
you were very insistent
all
that
the
you
way to
needed-
the hut.
You needed to make Arranis happy.
What the fuck?
I know! He doesn't deserve to be happy! He's
Fuck
got
you.
a family and everything! People with families don't need to be happy, they have families!
Forget him. What was I doing? Why was I coming? I'm in a real state, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
I'm in a real state.
What are you
It's
doing?
embarrassing.
At least you don't have to feel because you were the other
Are we doing something to make this better?
And
Yes,
eventually
we're
you
going
do
right
arrive at the Spirit Master's hut. It's just
Oh, initiative.
Okay.
meaning I archived it like forever ago.
What's this then? Vernon, why are you
Uh,
reaching for your sword? Vernon. Normally people just knock on doors?
No.
Yeah, don't piss him off. He kind of turned me into a giant bear before, so I don't know what he can do to people that piss him off.
I'm already a bear. What's he gonna do to me?
I was just me.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the.
Why? Someone, the door of the hut flies open. What? I don't want any cookies. What?
Hello.
Is that you?
Whoa.
Fuck.
Sorry, I couldn't get here any. Sorry, I couldn't get here any sooner, Master.
He's been busy doing shit like saving the world.
Tit-tat, shut up.
Who you brought with you?
The annoying one is Vernon, the one who shot off energy blasts at your hut.
Hello.
And then this is my good friend Aera Tickatek. She turned off her so that it got really drunk, and she can't turn it back on. Also, I'm here for my last trial.
Come in. Sit around the fire. I gotta.
Wait, just a second. Can I ride the high of Throkk calling me his good friend for just a little while longer?
He didn't call me a good friend.
No, he didn't! Get shit
Because
on!
you're being annoying right now, Vernon.
I'd like to think I'm being charming.
No! Get it!
So he brings you inside and sits you around a fire, and he's got a big pot, and he's scooping water into these cups and passes the cups to you, and they're nice and hot. They're full of kind of herbal tea, and he says, "Don't drink yet."
It's okay.
And he sits down and relaxes a little bit, and he rubs his hands together, and he reaches up and plucks some herbs that have been hanging from various parts of the rafters, and he waves them around a little bit, says something or other, and tosses them into the fire. And now let's see what we can do with.
What time?
Take a deep breath. Deeply of your tea.
I had to slip. I don't have cheeks.
It's good, and you find that it begins to relax you. He's given tea to all three of you, by the way.
Oh, this is good. What's in this?
Lots of different things. Mint, rose hips, she mushrooms.
What?
Schwartz, yeah, it's really though. Rock, we'll start with you.
It's alright.
This is where things started getting weird. You're all sitting there. And now you're standing. But
hold on, I
you're
don't remember coming.
There. Shh. Wait, you're sitting. So why are you? You all look at each other, and you're all this kind of weird, shimmery forms of yourselves.
Oh, let me see if I know what's going on.
Make an Arcana.
Oh, I rolled religion, but it's the same modifier.
You are astrally projecting right now. You have entered what essentially amounts to some kind of spiritual trance.
Holy shit, we just tripped right out of our bodies!
You'll get used to it.
Very appropriate. Throkk, we'll start with you. I see you've found a new path. But I can sense that your spirit is in twain. Part of you still clings to the old tradition. Most of you wants to follow the new tradition. You still have that necklace.
I'd like to know where I've been. I'd like to know where I've been.
And he reaches out, and you remember that bear claw? He, you can see his spiritual form reaching out and grab onto it. And as he pulls on it, this ball of green energy comes out. And in it, you can see this swirling mass of teeth and claws and feathers and wings and all sorts of things.
What the hell?
I gave you this power. I unlocked it in you a long time ago. But now it holds you back from true potential. So, into the fire.
Ah!
Throkk, you feel this flood of energy flowing over you. Now, normally we would have a little bit more ritual and circumstance, and you'd do battle and whatnot, but we'll save that for a later time. So, Throkk, when you enter your inspiration form, instead of becoming a bear, you will gain the effects of a horn of Valhalla.
Nice.
The full variety?
Iron horn of Valhalla.
Nice.
Yeah, so you will summon 5d4 plus 5 berserkers as your ancestors come to assist you.
That's cool.
Nice.
Next! Vernon!
It'll be that
What?
from Return of the King.
You're a simple one. You have your item of power now. Salix saw fit to give it to you.
Yeah.
But you don't
Is
know.
your face supposed to be melting? Is it made of worms?
Vernon,
What?
come back.
Vernon, you never felt truly a part of this group, have you?
No, I've sort of always been meandering and not quite sure where I belong. My parents didn't like me, and I sort of project that feeling of being and wanting.
What matters is what you think of you, Vernon.
Well, I think that I've progressed quite a bit. I'm doing quite well.
You're much less insufferable than you were before.
I am.
You are, and always will be, a servant of the light. If you so choose, the light can possess you and make you more powerful.
Oh, you know, I sort of had a phase where I wasn't like super big on light and all that, but I'm really coming around to it. So I just need to get along with it.
And he reaches over with that spiritual energy and taps onto the clasp on your cloak, and it sends a kind of a ripple effect through the cloak. So now, in times of desperation, you may spend your inspiration to achieve your a higher form.
That's cool.
So we've seen Zed's, we've seen Arranis's, we've seen Throck's first one. Now you have one.
Cool.
And that leaves us with...
And now that we've done Throkk and Vernon, I guess it's time for us to go. Thank you so much for the trip out balls tea. And we're just going to head out.
He reaches over and just clamps your beak. You did this to yourself. You threw all your ki out of whack. Now I gotta come in and he reaches into you, like in your spiritual form, and just kind of
within you.
It's like a funny moment for my whole body. Oh, this is awful. Shit.
I am an adult.
There wasn't much there to begin with. I don't feel that different. There wasn't much to work with.
It's all downhill from here.
Like Yamcha.
I don't know what this Yamcha is, but it sounds disappointing.
No! Tick Attack, you are the Stormbringer, not just the Stormborn, the Stormbringer! You have the power to change so many things, and yet you are so focused on the little things. You're a monk, child. You should know by now. The forces of the universe are mysterious and strange, and if you don't work with them, they will work against you. Now, my question is, will you continue to fight against your own nature and the nature of the universe, or will you, like the wind, flow through things?
I mean, I'm expecting you to... I think you're expecting me to say that I'm going to try to do better. So that's... Yeah, I'll try to do better. I have been rightfully chastised. And
do not try. There is no try. You do it or you don't do it.
Well, you just sound like an old master. You're right, though.
We can sit here and talk for hours and hours saying the things we will do, but it only matters if we actually do it.
Yeah. I've been real stupid. I fucked myself up so I could get drunk. Throkk, do not agree with me right now. I'm being vulnerable.
Good.
Hey, it's okay. First step of fixing something is admitting you have a problem.
It's hard going through every day expected to do impossible shit because I'm supposedly really powerful, and then I just die out of nowhere. I just die. We try to go somewhere.
Child, do you not understand? And he grabs you, and you float up outside of the purview of everyone else.
Whoa.
And you look, and you just kind of keep ascending and ascending and ascending and ascending until you finally reach the stratosphere. You can see the clouds. You see clouds rolling over the hills. You see storms brewing over the seas.
That's neat.
They're in spiritual form.
Hi, Adam.
Katie says hi. Look at the things that you bring. Look at the wind, the rain, the storms. Yes, they die, but they are reborn as new things. Just as you have died and have been reborn. This is your way, child. Your people are so fleeting, but they understand that. Which is why they do everything they can to make sure that the next group is able to do even better. You were picked. You were talent. You know what I mean.
Talents.
Talent picked to be the next in line by your master.
I've been really jealous about some stupid shit, haven't I?
You focus so much on the little, you miss everything else. You try so hard to stop a single raindrop from hitting the ground that you don't see the life that the storm brings.
I'm trying to be like flippant about this. You're totally right. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Understand.
Okay.
And grow.
All right. I can do that.
And once you understand, you feel the power coursing through, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
And you do. You feel... Honestly, for a second, you kind of feel like, oh, okay. You feel better. Things are kind of coming back into alignment.
Yeah.
In fact, you understand more about yourself and your place in the universe.
I think that being up this high is really helpful.
You understand that being the Stormbringer is not just a title. It is a way. You now have access to your inspiration form.
Yeah!
And you now have inspiration.
Hey! Click.
And he brings you back down.
You know, Throkk told me you turned him into a bear once.
That's a long story.
Yeah, I figured. You're not going to turn him
Tell
into
you
a
about it
bear,
on the
are
way
you?
back.
You all return
Tell
to
you
your
that on the way
bodies.
back.
Vernon's over there like...
Vernon!
Vernon,
Are
Throkk
you
is-
okay?
Throck's busy
Choking on
pouring
his
himself.
I'm slapping him on the back. Vernon!
Just pouring up. Wasn't that bad.
Vernon!
As he's,
Vernon! Look at me! Make eye contact! Make eye contact with me! Vernon!
Vernon, do you want the
Look
hand?
at me! Look at me!
Get the
Look at
hand.
me! Look at me!
Look at the hand.
You're here?
Looking at the hand.
No, you're supposed to look at me! Look at me!
Stop holding up a hand.
Ah! Stop it! Look at me!
No. I looked at Aera, then you hit me.
Are you ready to go? Let's go. I picked them both up. Thank you, Master.
No.
And just walked them both away.
Have fun storming in the castle.
I never got your name! Goodbye! What was his name?
This isn't
No.
my game. We don't ask for names.
No.
Throkk! What was that guy's
What's his
name?
name?
Oh, that's just the Master of Spirits. That's
The
all you
Master
need to
of
worry
Spirits. Okay. MOS, Master
Not
of Spirits.
to be confused with the
Most.
Spirit Master. Very different
Most.
person.
Most. Gonna call him
Yeah,
Most.
while you were in your meditative state, you did come across a dude who was wandering around going, Man, where's the festival?
Dude.
Festival?
It's over that way.
You want to head west to Erta.
Okay, yeah. Festivals in the desert. Cool, man.
I hear they have
fun
a
at Burning
burning
Man.
person.
That sounds dangerous.
Burning gnome.
Aw. It could be Fire Giant, but that's not nearly as funny.
They built a giant gnome out of twigs in the desert.
How's Illianor's shopping adventure in Reldon's capital?
Yeah, how's the shopping adventure going?
Well,
Yes,
Yeah, he kinda just like-
I love this freaking game.
what's up?
He's kind of just like,
You know, you want to
great,
go
you guys
shopping?
are all set. I'm gonna go again, and then we hear a pop as we all leave the basement. He's just gone.
Well, yeah, he has no
All right,
family.
let's
in
Fine,
this
I'll
game.
plane shift myself to Reldon's capital.
You're my horrible daughter.
All right,
Yeah.
we're-
So, the first thing that I think that I want to find or try to find is a staff of power,
Ooh.
and that will dictate what spells I can remain, or what. Yeah, that'll dictate the rest of my purchases.
Staff of Power is a very, very
Okay.
good choice.
Let's see. Alright, so finding magic items to purchase requires at least 1 work week of effort and 100 gold pieces in expenses. Spending more time and money increases your chances of finding a high quality item.
Okay. Why don't we spend? Yeah, I'll spend the week, and I'll do 200 gold
Okay.
to start with.
So you get a +1 to this. Make a charisma persuasion check. Plus-
Did somebody just try to hack into your account?
Why'd it have to be persuasion?
I got free time.
A 12.
Okay.
I don't know.
Give me a second.
Oh, and the secrets. Oh no, my headphones came unplugged. I was like, oh, there's talking secrets. And I'm like, no, wait.
Okay. I just gotta find.
I made the number for my authenticator so secret that not even I can.
Yes. You so you spend some time. You're living it up, trying to talk amongst the nobility, and someone, you drop some hints about looking
Rubbing
for
elbows.
things. You do find a seller.
Hobnobbing.
Alright.
Offers you
Nobbing hobs.
a potion of invulnerability.
Hey man, I don't have that staff you're looking for, but I have this potion of invulnerability. Do you want it?
Basically.
I'll then, you know that scene in Harry Potter when Snape just looks at Harry and then turns away and walks?
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
Be careful, people will think you're up to something.
Oh no, I'm talking from like the 6th movie when he's at the ball and he gives him Dumbledore's message.
Ah.
Then he just looks at him when Harry goes, well, where is he? Walks away.
Yep.
Then, since I failed that, I will spend the remaining time until the party tells me, hey, we need to go somewhere, researching spells if I can.
Okay.
I have a scroll of Investiture of Flame on me. I want to copy that into my book.
Okay. Oh, Christ, they got rid of spellcraft. So let's go with making. Oh no, I gotta check this at the player's handbook. There we go.
The rules for copying it into the
Spend money, make a...
Just spend money and time. It was. You can give me an Arcana check if you want, but that's up to the DM's discretion. I think it said. It'd be under Wizard.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Yep.
What is the DM disgrace? Disgrace.
Autumn, what are you doing? Stop it.
Copying spells. Reproducing the basic form of spell.
Ow. Ow. Autumn.
Has she finally turned on you?
Oh, she was no.
Like
She
you
was
just-
scratching
ow,
the.
Autumn.
She was scratching the shredder. And I put my hand where she was scratching because usually that makes her stop. Instead, she scratched my hand.
And it didn't.
All right, yeah, make
No,
it.
this one time.
Oh, okay.
She didn't scratch me very hard, just a
you get
little bit.
Okay.
It takes you 14 hours and 750 gold. Right? Investiture is the 7th level.
It is a 6th level, and it's I thought it was 50 gold per.
You're per level, so yeah.
Oh, she did draw a little bit of blood.
Investiture of Flames is...
You bending?
No.
Times 50 is
She's-
300.
Autumn just forgets
Okay.
that humans have delicate hand skin.
Let's see. So another 300 gold. There's a few other spells that I want, if I can.
Okay.
She didn't even scratch me hard. She
Let's
just,
see
How do we
here.
go?
Anti-
yeah.
had her claws out.
Let's go with an easy one. Misty Step.
Oh, and it consumes the scroll.
Of course, yeah.
Enemy
What else?
Kill Vernon.
Let's see here. Yeah,
And then
kill Vernon.
Zombie Vernon.
Let's see here. Misty
Sir
Step.
Vernon Sir Vernon the not so dead.
2nd level.
Yes.
So Vernon.
And it's conjuration, so it would be 100? Because it's not abjuration. Savant isn't.
100, and it takes 4 hours.
Okay. I'll just drag and drop that. Misty. And let's see here. Anti-magic field.
Ooh, that would be... What level?
That's an 8th.
400 gold, 16 hours.
It's abjuration, so I cut that in half.
Okay. 200 gold,
Okay.
8 hours. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, gold and time.
Just a couple more. Where is it? Delayed blast fireball.
7th level,
Oh,
Yes.
350, 14 hours.
Okay. Let's see here. 350.
Hold on, I gotta, let me break out my calculator real quick. So, you did Investiture of Flames, which was 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You did Misty Step, which was 4.
Mm-hmm.
You did Anti-Magic Field, which was 8.
Yep. So that's like a day right there.
that's a day.
You did, what else?
Delayed blast fireball was the most recent one.
14. So, and assuming an 8-hour workday, because that's how things work.
Yeah.
It takes you almost 5 days to do all of that.
In which
Uh,
time
well,
that
did
implies to the
Did
lady.
you have
not
another
getting-
spell that you were hoping to get?
What's up?
I thought you said you had another spell you were hoping to get after delayed fireball.
Let's see here. Is there anything else that I really want on my list here that would be useful for us? Yeah, why don't I get Elemental Bane? It's a 4th level, but that would be in Xanathar's, I think. So I'd have to type it up.
Let me see. Is that a abjuration?
It's a transmutation.
Transmutation. Yes. 200 gold, another 8 hours.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So, yeah, it takes you about almost 6 days to copy down all those spells. We'll say we'll throw in another week just to actually figure out where all those spells, like who has those spells, and another...
Then I guess it gets the day.
Yeah, spend another like 200 gold just for having to bribe some wizards and being like, hey, can I look at your spell book?
I'm a higher level wizard than you. Give me. You won't win.
Lower level wizard said what?
So yeah, Illianor's been gone for like 3 weeks.
Look, I've
What do I need to do to get this deck of cards?
Oh,
I've
when
been
we
very busy.
when we get back, Aera's gonna like Arranis, middle name Wind River. Get your spony
As your
half-elf
as your
ass
feet are
out here
placed
right
with the
now. Yeah,
in the air.
sorry.
Is it the same day?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a little busy at the moment. Can we do this some other time?
Sure, fun, I guess.
And then I'm gonna go back to business.
Seriously, we don't know what we have to do.
Planning a wedding and whatnot.
Well, yeah, sure, planning.
I really just wanted to say around
As
his
if
middle
she
name,
hadn't
Wind River.
already planned all of this out with you girls. Let's be real.
Look, there's
Come look at swatches, Arranis.
Pick napkins. I can't decide what shade of taupe I want.
Look,
It's too real. Try it now.
look right now. Right now, I'm going for the Goten origin story.
Hmm?
Ha!
I don't understand what the reference is. What's the reference?
Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, I figured it was, but like,
What's the...
usually
So,
people...
right before the Cell games,
Okay,
they have like 7 days off,
okay.
and like they show the 7 days,
Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of like these filler episodes, and then the whole Cell arc happens, and Dead Cell, and there's a big time skip, and then all of a sudden Goten exists.
Huh.
And everybody is pretty sure that Akira Toriyama did not understand how babies worked and just drew Goten in and had to figure it out going backwards.
We'll figure it out in post.
So Goten was conceived at some point during the 7 days, even though the vast majority of Goku's time during that 7 days is shown.
Mhm.
And there's actually like a 48-hour period where it literally couldn't have happened because he was gone for 2 of them.
Well, I guess he's very good at scheduling.
Yeah.
Instant transmission.
So, anything else?
Yes, mister.
Of course, the king, when he gets wind of this, insists that you have your wedding in the capital again.
Wasn't the
how do I
wedding
tell
at
the
Wind
king?
River Keep?
Not the first one.
No, the first one was straight at the capital.
Yeah. First one was at the Capitol.
Ah,
I'm going to message back and say that we're kind of doing a smaller scale event for once in my life.
Seriously, what do I have to do to get this deck of cards?
He says he respects it, but he asks to officiate.
I want the deck of cards.
Just so happens your wizard's over there.
I suppose. I'll allow him to officiate the wedding, I suppose.
big deal about it, though.
Yeah, should be a small thing. Is he going to be safe without the prerequisite 700 guards?
Tell him to go north around.
And you're
They
kind of like
never expected to
talking
go
about it.
north
He
around the mountain.
pops up. Of course I am.
Have you seen my lightning sword? This shit's bonkers.
You're one of my lords. I insist
coin.
that I be
That
involved
shit's
in
bonkers.
this officiation.
So I suppose that yeah, so I'll let him officiate the wedding. Sorry, I spaced out for a quick moment there.
Thank you.
All part of my elaborate plan.
Give my lady my best. I'll see you in about a week.
Hooray!
And he turns and is gone.
If you go outside, there's a rather magnificent rosewood arbor just sitting outside. Aera's not there.
Oh,
She just left it while you were talking.
Classic.
So, is there anything else of significance that people want to do before the wedding?
is Aera actually going
Whoever
to
get this fucking deck of cards.
Is there actually gonna what?
is Aera actually going to confront Arranis
All
about
right,
Charter?
Vernon, I will tell you what. If you, Vernon, want to spend the week before the wedding, spend 100 gold and
Charter a mission.
see if you can get an expedition going, find a wizard to teleport you there,
Sure.
and do this. I will allow it, and we will montage this shit.
Okay. Set up, post up in the center of town. I am looking to charter an expedition to unknown reaches of the forests.
Vernon.
What?
We're having a wedding.
Yes, I know.
Where are you going?
I'm chartering an expedition
You should
to
just-
explore.
You realize you don't
Reaches.
also have to find a spouse for the wedding.
I want to find it.
It's not a group thing.
Vernon.
What?
The great and powerful Albadan, waiting for pause for the echo.
Oh my god,
I'm
he's got
pretty
other
sure
people
has a
start
lot of-
saying it.
Has a lot of free time on his hands because I'm pretty sure his wizard school just got bought out by a certain party. So
Albanon, can I call
you
him
could
Albanon?
probably go talk with him or Gideon about. Oh, you never met Gideon. You could probably go talk with him
You
about.
guys don't even know where
teleporting.
Gideon is anymore.
I think Gideon might be dead.
Rip.
Because he was in the Holy
I
Cities.
just assume he went home back.
Press F to
I
clear
just
his
assume
text.
he went
He
back.
wasn't in the Holy Cities. He was in Erta.
Oh, in Erta.
He got to the holy cities with us
Correct to you,
and was like,
explorers.
"Oh, I'm gonna go figure something out real quick," and he just bamfed behind a sand dune, never to be seen again.
Yeah, basically. All right. So,
and a bag of sand to swap with the deck.
all right, Vernon. The first thing I want you to do is make a charisma, like a persuasion check to convince the great and powerful Albadan to.
Now he's just Albadan.
You know, you can never just say Albadan.
Where are you?
Albadan.
Magnificent secrets of the world. Something you might never see. Never again.
I like it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. So he. I gotta make some rolls.